action is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Winston. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Rams 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Here's the ball carrier.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the...
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
6-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jameis to throw it. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's got Rome. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
19-yard line.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Rams.
Now Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Taking
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Colts 8-yard.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Score Colts Rams 7.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
23.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Gone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Kick is good.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Mack. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down
from the 39-yard line. Here comes 2nd down and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, Winston. Flushed out right. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Hill on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
I'm going back to you. I'm going. Where is everything?
Winston now from the 50. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. How about your respect?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
The 43-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He starts with a give to Akers. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a throw here to his running back, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more in the second half.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Rams.
On 1st down, gone. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Goff flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Chauncey, Gardner, and Johnson on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Winston.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. And sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 27, Rams.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
A gain of 12.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. A give running right is Akers. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 27.
Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Winston now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
On the coverage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Winston, and able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. With officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Colts' 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the...
Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Number 47. Touchdown.
So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Game at 34.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run on first down with Akers. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On third down, Akers, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, Akers, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Akers, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
41.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
They get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.